Hello, my gorgeous Sagittarius, and welcome to this month of July and your reading. So, we'll have a look into the astrology tonight, and we'll also have a look into the tarot and see what's going on. I do have a potion to recommend to help you guide smoothly through the month, as well as a pretty amazing stone. And I think when you guys hear about this stone, a few of you may have a good excuse to go out and buy them. So, let's just bring up my poster. So, this month for Sagittarius, you're changing the game. So, making the leap or staying stuck. So, with this, check it out for your sun, moon, rising, and for your Venus sign as well. And please do share this out with a gorgeous Sagittarius in your life. And thank you for all of the likes, shares, and subscribe. You can see that the channel is growing, which is fantastic. Tomorrow, we have the Making Mala beads for manifestation coming up. So, make sure to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on that. And I also want to show you, it is abundance is the tea that we're working with, the potion for this month. So with this, the affirmation is I attract abundance and prosperity with ease. And you'll see a picture of what that looks like too, which is delicious. So also when you purchase a potion, you get sent an online or an invite to our online event. So this next new moon coming up will be in Leo. This one's the one from last month, and you'll see shortly that we'll have the Leo one up. And I just want to remind you guys, if you are looking to go deeper in things that we're talking about today, or you will have your own personal questions coming up too, more than happy to have a look into it and to really get to the bottom of what's going on and have a look at options that are there for you. So we do have the Psychic Tarot reading with me. You can book on Solreta.com. Anything that we're talking about, you'll find it in the description box below. So let's head back to you're changing the game. Make a leap or stay stuck. And the crystal that I have to go with the abundance potion is Super 7. So a Super 7, it contains 7 different crystals or minerals within the one crystal. So with this, it's a little bracelet that I have with the Super 7s in it. And this helps us to be able to tap more into the overall spiritual blueprint of what our soul has come here to do. So it helps us tap into those higher ethereal realms. It also helps us to become unstuck with the things that we need to let go of and purge from the past. Now, I was originally planning to use Moldavite for you guys for this month, and I couldn't find where my Moldavite ring has gone to. I think it is in somewhere in the house. Anyway, so Super 7 actually turned out even more perfect for you guys for this month. And with this as well, it can even help you tune into past life memories. So if you want to look at patterns around what's kept you stuck to help you make that leap, this is the perfect crystal. You'll also find there's a lot more information written about it online. You can get different rings and things like that with Super 7s. For me, it took about 10 years to find the right piece because so many rings I tried on or different pieces of jewelry because I really wanted a piece of Super 7 to wear as a stone because it's a stone that you work with over a lifetime. For me, it took about 10 years to get that right piece. So do have a look and investigate it, but let's get into what your themes are for this month. So Sagittarius, you're going to be working with transformation, deep intimacy shifts, new passions, new paths opening up, and reclaiming your power. So this is why we also are working with Super 7. So July begins the quieter month for you, more introspective energy as the sun travels through nurturing Cancer and through your 8th house, which is the house connected to do with transformation, intimacy, and shared resources. So you might be feeling a little bit less social than usual, and perhaps maybe just not as outgoing as usual too. And we will see also, especially with some workplace challenges that you might have to navigate through in that first week, but we'll also see Venus entering Gemini around the 4th, which will also start to pop up some supportive colleagues and people around you that can help you through the ups and downs. We'll also have Neptune station retrograde a little bit later that same day, and a deeper longing for meaningful alignment will also be popping up. So think about that throughout the month in what feels aligned with you, what feels that it's coming in to do with your new journey, your new path, and what's more aligned to that past story or past version of self with this too. So around the second week, you will be feeling more inspired, ready to direct and pour your energy into things that are really lighting you up. And you'll also have probably a feeling of boredom that will also pop up. So it's kind of this, you've got this split energy showing you between like what you desire, what lights you up, and what is kind of old and you're over and bored with. So it'll be an interesting week, second week. It'll also be nudging you towards new commitments, connections, especially when Venus meets up with Saturn and Neptune retrograde on the 6th. And this is also sometimes where you can get important invitations or proposals even. And these things can be whether it's with a friend or with a partner. And a day after this, we're going to have the Uranus enter Gemini on the 7th. So you may even have a sudden release of the old or things that are just feeling uninspired. Even if you've made like pre-agreements or arrangements to meet up, you might just not be feeling that you have the energy to put into it. So just respect what it is that you're feeling and be kind to others. So the Capricorn full moon on July 10th will also shine light on what truly aligns with your values and is encouraging you to invest your time and energy wisely. So following this, you won't be disappointed as well if you're really sort of in alignment with where your energy is feeling. And we'll also have Saturn retrograde on the 13th of July. This will give you permission to just dive deeper into projects and hobbies. So it's also a great time just to finish up anything that you haven't finished or any unfinished projects. Also helps you to get that sense of completion, which I know sometimes that even if we do something that's difficult or hard and we get that sense of completion, it'll help make us more enthusiastic and get that dopamine hit to move forward with other things too. So we also need to be mindful because we have the Mercury retrograde start on the 18th of July. We will also be in the shadow period right around now. So you might also be having language issues, speaking issues, computer tech issues, things of that sort of nature. Remember, this is not a good time to purchase electronics and things like white goods. So also this will be with this Mercury retrograde because we know that it can bring people, places, and situations with unfinished business back around. This might also be exes or even workplaces and that reaching out, wanting second chances. So it's not about judgment with this situation this month. This is about doing what feels in alignment for you. If it feels good, do it. And as the month closes, we might also see just a little bit of a struggle with balancing fun and balancing work and life responsibilities. So from around the 20th of July to 21st, we will have Venus and Mars coming into a challenge with the north nodes of fate and the south node of karma, or sometimes referred to as destiny. So with this could also be stirring up a little bit of conflict with that sense of responsibility that we were talking about and wanting to go and have fun. So Leo season will begin around July 22nd, and this will help bring courage, vitality. This will help you to really keep chasing that joy and figuring out what ways things light you up. So it's about making space for things that excite you and light you up in life. We also will be having beautiful Leo energy for the new moon on the 24th of July, which invites you to start fresh, renewed, and to also feel like you're starting with enthusiasm too. So pay attention again to what is lighting you up. This will help you to become unstuck and to make that leap that we were talking about at the start. So July wraps up with a huge momentum. Venus will also be entering Cancer July 30th. So this will be encouraging you definitely again to double down and commit to your passions, to things that are lighting you up. We also have Mercury retrograde Cazimi, which will be, I think it's the following day. I think it's the 31st, like the last day of the month. And with this is this energy or a period through that Mercury retrograde where we're, mentally like up in the air, frustrated, sort of feeling like, oh, everything's taking so long. Mercury retrograde's like that, the Cazimi, is like that shining light, that point of, kind of clarity that helps us to be like, I know exactly what it is that I want to do. So please take advantage, but it's not coming until the end of the month. And this will just help to make sure that you're putting your energy into things that you'll benefit from and things that will also just bring joy. So this will also follow you into August too. So the affirmation that I've written for this is, I embrace transformation with an open heart and make space for joy to flourish in my life. So it really is looking at things from that point of joy. So let us have a look into the Alice in Wonderland Tarot that I've been guided to look into for this month. So for my beautiful Sag, let's have a look and see what we have. Remember, if this is speaking to you, you can book a one-on-one session on solreta.com, and we can look specifically into things or people, places, situations for you guys, because this is just a general reading. Okay, and so we'll just flip these over. So I have 5 to begin with. So this is the general energies for the month of July. We have a 7 of disc, a king of disc, king of flowers, a 3 of cups, a 5 of swords. We also have a 4 of disc. And the reason I'm pausing is because the Alice in Wonderland deck, you have to translate. So hedgehogs is disc. So we see here, we have the 7 of disc. So with this 7 of disc, this is really about like your investment. And we have the king of disc with this. So you being the king of disc, having put a lot of hard work and effort and things in the past, we're seeing your energy want to shift towards things that more light you up. So king of wands energy, king of flowers. So things that spark joy, things that are filling your cup, things that make you feel alive, feel connected. 3 of cups is also the card of abundance. For me, it's also the witches reuniting and kind of celebrating. And it's this beautiful, if we look at the 2 cups at the base, and that 3rd cup, so 2 cups being connection. This is also sometimes like where we're meeting up with people that make us feel alive, that give us those sparks. So we have a 5 of swords that also comes in. So I just want to say, this is that juggling energy that we were talking about before. So it's that sense of play and spark and chemistry and delight and everything that's coming through with the king of wands and the 3 of cups. The 5 of swords is an energy of defeat, and it's an energy more kind of mercurial. So it could be this Mercury retrograde energy to be like, have you finished that task? And, everything's sort of coming back around to you. But it's also sometimes where we have self-sabotaging patterns and things as well. So when this is popping up, this is all about taking your power back. We have the 4 of disc, which is Capricorn and Sun energy. My favorite version of this would be in the Thoth deck, where it's represented as a castle. It talks about earth, air, fire, and water. Has a moat of water around it as well, which represents energetic protection or pulling your guard up when you know that you need to put a little bit of distance between you and whether it's people, place, or situation. So what we're seeing here is definitely like wanting to move away from just doing the boring, mundane things that feel like it's like slowly ticking over, slowly like, things getting done, but no great sort of action. So we see this want for celebration and to kind of enjoy and indulge a little bit too. But yeah, 4 of disc, this is also about forging your own way. This is not about having to listen to someone else in the way that they've done things or doing it the old follow by the rules type way. This is about you climbing to the top of the mountain and then turning around to see what others are saying. So it's really kind of, hands over ears, not listening to some things this month. So what we also see is the Princess of Cups. So this is more about you following your intuition, and Queen of Pentacles. So one more card, we have the Devil and the Ace of Pentacles as well. So what we're seeing is with the Princess of Pentacles, this is about you really receiving the downloads, receiving the vision of what it is that you want to ground and work on. And the Queen of Pentacles, this is about you birthing something new. So you might actually be feeling like cutting out whatever it is for you this month, whether it's like work or relationship energy. You might be feeling this energy of the ick And we have the devil card with this. So you might be seeing things in a different light. So say, for example, if this was a relationship energy, this could represent someone who's more sort of narcissistic, and you've seen them in that light, and all of a sudden it's a bit repulsive, and it does not do anything for you anymore. So we also then see the Ace of Disc, which is feeling guided to make change, feeling guided to implement and to really like actualize something into the physical. So a powerful month for you guys. Let's have a look at some advice from the Mythios deck around how we can best go about this month. So if Spirit can please give us some advice around how to navigate this month for our best and highest good. Oh, bonus card popped out. So we have the World card with the High Priestess and the Hermit energy. So we're seeing here with this first card, which is also sometimes called the Universe card, this is sometimes when we're in a state of flux or a state of change. So just as we said at the start, with feeling the energy of make a leap or stay stuck, we're seeing here with the World card, this is less about looking into past patterns and things and more about looking into the future. So what I would say with this is, say if we've got an old mantra or story in our head about not feeling like we have the courage or confidence to do something, I want you to cancel it. I want you to push that away, because we have the High Priestess come in. So the High Priestess, think about, how would she talk to herself? How would she be? How would she be confident and open to the world? And we know with her, she has her eyes on the prize. She's this energy that doesn't get swept up into everyone else's things and emotions and complications. She's like, that's what I want, and that's what I'm getting. So we have the Hermit energy with this. This might also be taking a little bit of pause or a little bit of time just to come back to yourself, if you are separating from one of these more heavier situations like we're talking about. And this is really just to balance and then come back into, so we have the Justice card. So it's to really come into balance. And this is also the card that, we're weighing the heart against the feather with this Justice energy too. So it's really looking at like what's lighting your heart up, what feels good to your heart, what feels pure. And with the Hermit energy too, this is trusting your own judgment. This is definitely not over analysis. What Spirit's giving to me, the words is, you feel how you feel. And what I mean by that is really try and name the energy of what the emotion is that you're feeling, and don't overthink it, because that's the Hermit energy. That's the Virgo over analysis coming up. So Knight of Cups, this is about tapping into your feeling. Knight of Cups is always moving forward to this heart energy. And we then see the Nine of Wands, which is the card of strength. So that's the advice that we have for you guys for this month. Let us grab a Lemurian card, which is from this deck, Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy. And the card that we have is, Radical Expansion. I love this for you guys, especially with what we said at the start. You're changing the game. This is radical expansion embodied. So look at this beautiful dragon energy, and we see it's all coming from her heart. And she looks like she's also living in imagination. We have these ravens in the background and a rainbow landscape with sort of lightning and creation energy also coming in. And I'm just checking if the top birds are ravens, which they are. So we also know that we can call upon dragons to clean things up energetically, that just like some of us have guides, some of us have dragons as guides, or I should say we all have guides, but some of us have dragons that we work with. And so it's to clean up energy or send them in to help for protection and things. So radical expansion, very exciting. So check out your sun, moon, your rising, your Venus sign. Thank you for the beautiful comments on this video as well. And I will see you on the next one. Everything is in the description box below. Thank you.